see. How about Viet? Viet, can you read this slide, please?
Okay. Any course of life, in terms of following factors, what cars do you feel that you have been down in life, and what cars do you have, and how do you plan to play them? First, environment. Next, mother, father, education, vision, spouse, others.
Okay, very good. So the idea here is that we're born with a deck of cards. You know, it's a kind of a analogy or a metaphor, and when actually think about the cards that you were born with. The first one is your environment. You know, if you're born in a very poor country, then that's not going to be helpful. That's going to be a not a good card. And if you're born in a mid-level country, then the card is so-so. But if you're born in a rich country, like Monaco or Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Bermuda, United States, then you got a pretty good card to begin with. Okay, that's the first one. Then depends on your mother. You know, if your mother is Oprah Winfrey or Hillary Clinton, okay, then you have an ace, right? And if your father is Barack Obama or even Donald Trump or John Kerry, that's another ace, you know. And fortunately, the vast majority of our students have good health, so that you have an ace. I've had maybe one student here who had some kind of disability, maybe two I think, but the vast majority of students are in good health, so that's very good. Okay, so that you know have an ace. And then education depends, you know. That's a card that you can work with as well as the environment. You can change your environment to change your card. It's kind of like poker, you know. You get a set of cards. You say, you know, hit me with two cards. You turn in two cards, and they give you two new cards, right? Like that. So the environment card, you can change that card. Okay, no matter, irrespective of where you're born, that is possible. And same with education. If the average American adult has a high school diploma, so we could say that that's maybe like a 10, maybe. Well, let's go backwards. So if you have some type of doctoral degree, that's probably an ace. If you have an MBA, that's probably a king. If you have a master's, that might be a queen. If you have a bachelor's degree, that's probably a joker. And then it goes down from there, right? And so forth. So, but that's a card that you can work with and you can change, right? Based on your efforts. And then the other card, next card down is vision. The vision that you have for your life and where you see your life going. That's very important. To have a good vision of, in terms of where you want your life to head towards. And the next card is your spouse. Depending on who you choose or who chooses you or both to be your spouse, that's going to be another card. And there might be something else that I haven't thought about. So tell me about those cards. How did it go for you? And some of these you can change. You can change your environment card. You can change your education. You can change your vision. You can change your spouse, or you can choose your spouse carefully. Okay. I've gone out to recruit students to a few countries, and I can tell you that most people that I've talked to don't have enough vision to come to California. They can't see it. Even if they're in a poor country or mid-level country, they can't see it. So there's not much I can do for them. But since you're here, that means you have, I think, probably an ace. Your vision card's probably an ace. And the spouse, I don't know. Most of you are single. Okay, so tell me about that. What do you think? What cards do you think you've got, and what can you do with them? Okay, let's go to the next